Nick, let me ask this before I get to the news item. You know a guy named Faust. You heard about Faust?
I have.
And who is
I have a
Faust,
little
and what
bit.
was it? When did you hear about Faust?
Well, I read about him. Oh, let me turn myself down here. I read about him. There's this guy, this German guy, Johann Wolfgang von Goethe, I believe, and he wrote about this guy named Faust. It's kind of loosely based on him because I think they also called him Faust.
Oh, they
But
call
the
the
character
guy that,
Faust
the
is
guy
in the
that
book.
wrote about Faust. Faust, they call him Faust.
Correct.
Okay.
But his character in the book is
I-
a legend.
Can we see you, or we
I'm
just
about
see
to
your
switch
voice?
myself here. Boom.
Oh,
Got to
okay.
do some finagling here.
Oh, okay. Go
And-
ahead.
And there's this legend of Faust, this character in his story.
You read this in school, you say?
No, not in school.
Oh, afterward.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
No, I didn't read in school.
I asked Joel and Derek, both black. They black. Had they heard about Faust? No, they ain't heard about no Faust.
I
I
never
asked-
did read in school.
I asked Hake, and Hake at least heard about him.
Well-
And then Hake said Nick would know.
Have you ever heard of someone say, "Oh, that's a Faustian bargain" or a Faustian deal? You ever
Not
heard
that
that
I
expression?
remember, no.
It's like a literary term, or it's an expression referring to that legend, and it has to do because the character Faust does this famous deal with this devil and there's different iterations of this story,
Right.
but he makes a deal for knowledge in one. He makes a deal for power, for secrets, the secrets of the universe, and
With the devil?
correct.
Wow.
But he gets what he asks for.
Oh,
but
the devil gives him what he asked for?
correct.
Oh, nice. I mean, not nice, but interesting.
He gets what he asked for, but in the end suffers for it. Is kind of the overarching ending to Faust's legend.
So he get what he asked for from the devil. He made this deal with the devil. He gets what he asked for, but then he suffered for it?
Correct.
Really? Can you give me an example of what he asked for, what he got, and how he suffered?
In Dr. Faustus, he's this highly educated man, and proficient with many things, but he's becomes disillusioned with the limits of human knowledge and power, of what he can know, and this dissatisfaction he calls out to the devil. There's like a very detailed a depiction of him and the devil, and like
Really?
and like it's a force and a being that he talks to, but he summons. They give him a name. They give the devil a name. He summons Mephistopheles. They give him the name Mephistopheles, which I think is an old name
Right.
for the devil.
It sounds old.
He performs like rituals and all that. Anyways, he gives his soul in exchange for 24 years of service to this demon,
Wow.
for knowledge and
So
crazy
you said
things.
to the devil, if you give me what I want, I'll serve you for 24 years?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And it's like formalized in blood. He writes he writes on the contract on blood, and the pact gives him like power. He's able to do like parlor tricks to fool and hypnotize people, and they love him.
Wow.
And he gets everything, but at the end, he has no soul. He literally has no soul. So I forget actually how that goes. But
Do you know if he ever overcome that, or does he die that way?
no, I believe the story is that this is where I get murky, but I believe it's that he tries to repent, but he's unable to. There's a whole thing about repentance, but he's just unable to. And I forget if the implication is that the devil never really had a soul. But anyways, the point is too that you get what you want, quote unquote, but really it's a Faustian bargain, because what you want, it will destroy you.
Right.
So the whole thing is a lie, the devil's lie.
That's amazing. I realized what made me interested in that story. Someone was telling me about Faust, because Faust, right? Faust. And what?
Faust.
How you spell
Or
it?
Faust, Faust.
Oh, Faust.
Faust.
And I was talking to someone recently about what I realized about evil. And I realized that every human being, there's not one. I don't know if I say every, because one or two people now around the world, one or two people are waking up. But every human being have sold their soul to the devil. And they don't some don't realize that they've done that. They have sold their soul to the devil, but most do realize that they have sold their soul to the devil. And what I realized from that is that I talked to some people yesterday in the interview that I was doing. Most human beings think that anger is good. They think that Jesus was angry. They use their evil anger to justify anger by saying Jesus was angry. And so the devil has them thinking that Jesus had the same emotion that they have, and they compare to that. And those people who believe that have sold their soul to the devil. But I also realize that emotional people, whether so-called good or bad emotions, people who live in their imagination and they compare themselves to others, they want to be like others, or they get mad at others, or others make them feel good, or things make them, that they have literally sold their souls to the devil, and they don't realize, and they love the thrill of selling their soul to the devil. But I realize some don't realize that that's what they've done. And I realize that anytime you believe a thought, all thoughts are all lies all the time. Anytime you believe a thought about you and about others, then you have sold your soul to the devil. Emotions and everything. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I'm thinking a lot of things. Thinking so many things. You know what comes to mind? I almost don't want to talk because I just want to take it in. But what comes to mind is, someone was wondering at church this past Sunday about, well, what do you do when, let's say, even you're working on yourself, but you push someone away with your hell, and you push people away, they're gonna eventually not like you. What do you do? And I'm realizing you have no other option. You could continue trying to make people like you, trying to prove it, trying to undo and make up for things in the past.
If you want to continue to sell your soul to the devil,
right?
Yeah,
and then or you have literally no other option,
right?
But it feels like selling your soul a little bit.
And you're right, absolutely. But when human beings look for love from other people, when they look for friendship, when they look for anything from themselves or others, they have sold their soul to the devil. Whenever you believe a thought about yourself, whenever you get that pain of that thought, whether it's good or bad thought, you have sold your soul to the devil. Because whether human beings or we realize it or not, all of us are possessed with evil spirits. Every human being is possessed with evil spirits. Only a few will work on themselves, men and women will work on themselves and acknowledge that so they can overcome it. But it's mind-blowing to me how we're possessed with evil spirits. And because we're so identified with the evil spirits, and because we're possessed with evil spirit, so here's the evil spirit, right? Controlling us. There's another life that wants to control us too, and it's real life. It's the present. It's none of that darkness, nothing but light. It's waiting to serve us and lead us and guide us. But most people won't accept that because they won't recognize that all thoughts are lies. They won't let this other life take over at all. Reality, which is of God, which is good. They just won't let it happen because they have sold their souls to the devil. Knowingly or unknowingly, they and the devil are one. They and the devil are one. You know how I say that you're not this or that, but you are one with the devil if you believe thoughts and emotions.
So he's in the room right now? Damn. Again, the heebie-jeebies.
Did you say damn?
I said jam.
Oh, no, you didn't.
Jam.
But it's crazy that human beings, and that's why God said we must be born again of the Father. But human beings are possessed with evil spirits. and we don't know it until we start to look within and really, really, really pay attention to what's happening in you. You don't know that you're possessed with evil spirits. Every anger, every emotion, every doubt, every fear, every want, every belief, everything is all of the devil. Oh, a mess, huh? And in that being possessed of the devil, I was looking at this idea of Israel and Palestine being at war right now, and how Ukraine and Russia at war. And I noticed that when men and women, when men have to go to war, there is a thrill in going to war. The people who cost the war and go to war, they get money from it. They get perceived power from it. And then the family get a thrill from their sons going off to war, because they can brag now about their sons being at war. They can cry about their sons being at war. They can put up pictures to show you when you walk in their houses that their sons, their husbands, their brothers are at war. They get a thrill from that. And so everybody get a thrill from being at war. Have you ever thought of that?
A little bit. People thought I was crazy when I was saying a while ago that, guys, there's like a thrill in COVID. And there's a thrill in thinking about World War III's coming.
Yeah.
And I think most people want it. And people thought I was like crazy because there's
They
a
do.
thrill in that. When COVID was coming around, I think people were like, oh my gosh, like people are going to die. We're going to be indoors. I get to pretend to be a hero. I'm going to put my mask on.
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
And people get a thrill. You'd be surprised because they have sold their soul to the devil, and the devil is all about thrills. He's all about thrills. God is not about thrills, period. He's a dispassionate God, right? So he's not about thrills. But the devil is all about thrills. I hear people saying that they get mad at women for abortion, for killing their children in the womb. They get mad at the women for doing that, right? But I'm like, but why do you get mad? It had nothing to do with you. But it's against the Bible. The Bible says that. I'm like, but there's nothing in the Bible about abortion. I don't know of anything. And I've asked people, so in case I missed it, well, what's in the Bible? What's in the Bible? What you were saying?
If they leave, they don't see clear about you anyway. So bye. Yep.
Yeah, that's deep. But there's nothing in the Bible about abortion. But yeah, a whole lot of Christians quote the Bible about abortion. And then the Christians who are quoting the Bible about abortion are some of the nasty people you don't want to see. They're evil, they're angry, they're of their father the devil, and they complain about abortion. Trump support abortion, they say. And they not don't want to vote for Trump because he support abortion when they're like evil and judgmental.
That's an interesting way to put it. It's so true. They're so nasty sometimes. Like ready to kill you out of the womb.
They are murderers. But anyway, Faust sounds like an interesting guy.
Yep.
He sold his soul to the devil. And all human beings are of the devil except for those who start to overcome. And some have sold their soul to the devil, and some have sold it, but they don't know they sold it, and they want to overcome it. It is truly a spiritual battle. It's interesting you know about Faust. You know, they let you that smart.
It's how do you, I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for? I know it through, it's like I don't know. I'm trying to make a joke out of being Faust, but not really. I'm just trying to make a joke.
You
and
just happen
that's how I know.
You just happen to read the book.
I happen to read the story, which caused me to read a bunch of the book in an ebook.
Really?
Yeah.
Is there a movie
I don't
about
know
it
the
yet?
last time I held like a book that I bought in my hands.
Is there a movie about it?
I don't know.
After all, as Joel just said, you are a genius.
You guys say that, but
You're so humble too. Maybe you don't know you're a genius. Like Billy doesn't know he's a genius.
no, we're brainiacs in a sense, but that's like not genius. Well, he's a genius, to be honest.
Who?
Like, when someone asks me if the Earth,
My engineer Billy is a genius.
that is true. If someone asks me if the Earth is flat, I say Bill says it's round. So that I'm.
If
that's
Bill
good enough
says
for me.
round, it's round.
That's round.
Your family even said that you were a genius.
You know, like smart or whatever, brainy. But brainy people got. Anyways, thank you.
But anyway, a very
Double
interesting story about Fausch.
Nice.
But as you wake up, folks, and a handful are, just one handful are waking up around the world, you're going to understand evil more and more and more and more and more. You're going to understand evil. It's going to blow your mind, but it's going to change your relationship with evil too. It really will, if you stay with it. And it only can come from God. You can't make yourself know this. You can't quote just what I just said and think you know it. Wisdom is hidden from you. It's hidden from you. And so intellect is not wisdom. It's just knowledge. It's just knowledge only. But the hidden understanding will come if you want it. He will give it to you. And he only gives to those who want it. You must invite the truth to come in. Meaning open up yourself and let truth in if you want to know the truth. Really. Otherwise, it's not going to come to you. Now, the devil will come to you night and day. All day, every day, night and day, when you wake up, when you go to sleep, while you're sleeping. But wisdom is not going to bother you like that. It'll just like leave you alone, let you kill your babies in the womb, let you fight in your marriages, let you destroy your friendships and employeeships and business and all kind of ships. It'll just let you do it. And you'll say, well, where is God? Why does God let children suffer? It'll just let you do it. Because wisdom will come. And it be trying to warn you along the way. It tries to warn you. No, that's not a good relationship. Don't take it. No, your issues is not that you need a family. You don't need to go and make a family thinking that that's going to make you happy. It try to warn you. No, don't go and make money thinking that money is the answer. Nothing wrong with money, nothing wrong with using it on earth to function, but don't do it. But you don't listen to that wisdom. You don't listen to it. And so it just said, oh, okay. Do what you want to do then.